Hi, hey, hello. If you're new here, my name is Rain. If you're not new here, welcome back. If you hear the cat eating in the background, she is directly behind me. And we're going to be going through my first ever sketchbook. I put up a poll. I'll put it on screen somewhere, asking what videos you guys want for the end of the year. Because it's the holidays, I figured I should inquire with what you guys are interested in, and best and worst of 2023 for my art, and going through my first sketchbook tour winning. So I'm going to be doing that one today. Then additionally, I am working on a kind of week or two long art vlog where I just film little bits and pieces of the type of stuff I do. My sketchbooks are kind of collagey. William, please stop it. And it's because I do a lot of little art here and there, and so I'm just kind of accumulating all the little art things I do. This is Iris, not William, and I'm working on that, so I do hope to have that bonus video up maybe between this one and the best and worst of 2023, maybe after, closer to the New Year's. I'm not entirely sure yet. I upload on Thursdays, and I'm thinking about putting that up on a Monday. Now, when I say my first sketchbook, I actually, within the last year, within this year 2023, was cleaning my room, and I found these guys. And William, please seriously stop it. Iris is not going to steal your food, and you're already fat. I found these guys, and this had been named Sketchbook 1 when I had the sketchbook cruise. You're not going to help. And so ultimately, I ended up naming them pre-sketchbooks, point 20 through 80. I thought about going through these, but I have to really work on going through and censoring them all. I have a lot of normal practices, like hands and stuff in these sketchbooks, but there's also a lot of genital anatomy practice and weird young teenager attempts at drawing stuff, and Pokemon, if they were designed by Satan himself type of stuff. It's bad. It's really weird in here, and I don't know, one, how to explain myself, and two, how to explain myself, and three, how to formally apologize to Pokemon fans who don't think it's funny. So ultimately, I decided I really need to go through these independently. Wow, immediately flipping off. I also am not entirely certain. I think a lot of these are album covers. This is an album cover by Aiden. And I want to go through and try and find all of the bands that I had drawn album covers of, and stuff like that, so that I can properly direct you towards the real art that's actually good and not inspiring young me. So if you guys do want to see these, let me know. They're going to be a bit of a hassle and take some time to go through, because some of these are thick little guys full of weird stuff. So if you guys do want to see it, I can go through. I think I could probably make these all into one video, since they're pre-sketchbooks. A lot of them I did at school. William is still fighting with Iris. I know. This, on the other hand, is a B paper marker sketchbook, and I am ashamed of the stuff in here. So I do know that some of the stuff is dated, so let me just find something dated. Okay, this was from middle of the, a little bit in. We'll get to the sketch drawing later. This was from 8/8/19, so August 8th, 2019. I was 16-ish. Throughout the sketchbook. Do I have a date in the back? I have swatches. Do I not have a date in the back? Okay, we're just gonna go with that. I probably was in the sketchbook from, let's say, August to December-ish of 2019. Sketchbook 2 is in a massive bin of college work and stuff over there, so it's going to take some time to get to, but I don't think I've drawn the back of a lot of these papers, so I drew this thing so many times. I was so proud of this little house on a hill caught on fire thing I was doing. I still draw fire ash like that, by the way. We're not going to talk about it. I was super proud of this when I was 16. I actually didn't color it because I was scared of ruining the line art. I was so proud of this back then. And it's not bad. It's not bad as a concept. I think an artist whose style is a little bit more cartoony. Can you seriously, too, please behave? An artist whose style is a little bit more cartoony and two-dimensional. Something more Edgar and Ellen. I don't know if that book is like familiar to my audience, but something more Edgar and Ellen-y type art. Definitely this could be a cool concept. Not my art, not my style then, not my style now. Hair practices, I had a few Copics that I got. Copics. I've been gifted a few Copics, and I was trying to figure out hair shading. So these are the colors: BV01, BV11, BV31. Just little comments. Hi, William. Yeah, this is William. Practicing hair. Apparently I liked gauges. Trying to figure out how shading worked. That continued. I feel like a big part of my early art was me trying to figure out how to draw hair. Not side profiles, apparently. Oh my. Not side profiles, just hair, because it was something I really wanted to get good at. It was really important to me that I get good at hair. So, hair practice. Everybody who read... Everyone who read old Percy Jackson fanfiction on Wattpad when they were 16 probably had an OC like this. But I did really like these tattoos. I did like the concept of doing... We're not talking about the neck length. We're not talking about this. I did really like the concept of a big planetary back tattoo, and I still think they're cool. I do like the concept still. I'm not good at flat tattoo shapes on expanses of the body. I have a really hard time thinking about the planes of like a back like this and how it would dip and warp with the flesh. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's a concept I want to get better at. I'm gonna do it by practicing with characters that pre-exist and have tattoos and work that way. Then move on to references of real humans with tattoos and kind of build up that way. It's something I've been meaning to do. Wow, those are some feet. We're not talking about that. This sketch is not important right now because we have these grippers. Wow. Oh, I remember being so proud of this chair. We're not talking about any of this. I was so proud of this chair when I was 16. It's so hard. I really critiqued myself in my sketchbook. I forgot I used to do that. I never have gotten over my issue with drawing calves too short, by the way. This is a prevalent issue that I have had forever. Not important. But wow, I was so proud of this chair. It's hard to believe that this is my art 4 years ago. Thank you, Iris, for knocking over the Elmo chair. Sorry, my cats have a little Elmo chair. Oh, okay. So this was started in... Hi, Jekyll. This was started in July-ish more. I was really proud of this diamond, too. We're not going to talk about the fact that I was proud when this is the most jank shape you've ever seen. This is bad. I didn't even try to measure it. But I was really proud at the time. Low-key genuinely awful, but I love her. You know what? Go younger me. Still working on that Saturn tattoo thing. We're not talking... Broad shoulders, tiny waist. That was it. That was really honestly just a thing I did. Let's go. Broad shoulders, tiny waist. no shoulder, long neck. Wow, I'm roasting myself here. Wow. Wish I broke the border more. I mean, that's a good critique, breaking the border more. Having a bit more of my work break past the ends. I do really like it. This is a horrible white gel pen. I don't know if it's age, what it's laid over, or the actual brand itself. This is really gray. And smeared, but I still do that. I still have an issue with that. Wow. I was so proud of this. You can see that I had a very consistent style at the time. That, or I couldn't get over my individual. Oh, look at me attempting shooting stars. Hey, look. Skinny waist, broad shoulders, yes, but it's a little bit more proportional. Let's see. Oh, the sketchbook is way older, but like, we're using it as a ruler because I'm not by my desk. I mean, that's not the worst shoulder to hip ratio gap I've drawn in my younger years. We're not talking about this. If you guys want to see more of that junk, you gotta ask for it. This one's better. We're not talking about the fact that her arm is warping to her clothes, but I think the shoulder to hip ratio is a little bit better. I do like this green and red mixture. It is definitely a lot nicer than the more stereotypical, like, Christmassy green and red mixture, but still playing with those complementary colors. You can see line art was, like, huge for me. Wow, that's a nose. Wow, are my other noses like that from the front view? Yeah, no, wow, I just drew noses like that. You see that? Wow. Sorry, I'm having a hard time telling when it's focused and when it's not. I mean, it's not a bad way of drawing noses. I just, like, actually didn't know I was drawing noses. Like, I kind of just thought I was doing a more anime flat face style. I didn't notice them. But they're kind of cute. It definitely doesn't suit my style at all, but I can definitely see that, like, that type of nose style would be really cute in a, just a style that suits it. It just doesn't suit anything else. Wow, those are some defined lines. Wow. That's not how arms work, folks. If you need to see that, like, I'm not telling you to. You can wear something kind of form-fitting and stand in front of a mirror with your arms loosely hanging by your sides and see that is not super common. It does happen. Not usually like that, and not usually. I like how I'm just, like, critiquing my art instead of, like, flipping through it and being nostalgic. Not typically, like, that severely broad of a shoulder out like that, and then having that type of gap. It would definitely look a little bit more like this arm, even with the angle. This is curving way too much this way. It's more of a bowed bone, which I'm sure can happen just for anatomy's sake. Not a super good study for it. That's a side profile. Oh, okay, I understand. Sorry, I was getting really confused by this line right here. I don't know what it's going to, but the geometric shapes, I'm sure I was just trying to play with it. A bit of a round nose, but, you know, for a side profile, as someone who's still not great at side profiles, not as bad as I was expecting from 16-year-old me's art. I really was expecting something a little bit more like the side profiles earlier. Let me find them again. That was not that bad either now that I'm looking. Oh, her eyes are open. Whoa. Yeah. The side and 3/4 profiles aren't wonderful, but they're not bad. I was expecting my profiles to be a little bit more like this, which really isn't indicative of my style, but I do like that intern right here. I like when it dips in and then the forehead kind of protrudes from it. It's just something stylistically that I really enjoy. Even when I do a, like, curved, more arched nose, something that would follow. Can you see that? Yeah. something I would follow a bit more of a hump right here. I do still like there to be a dip at the top of the bridge. Those are asymmetrical. Ooh, that's a thick neck too. I think my struggle point, because I'm not drawing full bodies much, my cats are just saying hello. This is my brother's cat actually, but oh, even Fitzgoog's here. Okay, so I love you, Iris, but you're kind of blocking the view. I think because I didn't do a lot of full body, which I was really scared of legs, my big issue is thick necks, disproportionately sloped shoulders. Jekyll, thank you. Like, even with the angle that I was trying to go for, where it's like that, and then it would have been one of those types of like body bends. I don't know if any of this is making sense, but I'm trying. This slope is just disproportionate to this slope in terms of like how the body would have been formed. This would have been swollen. Ariel, are you there? I'm not even trying. Did I draw? I just didn't draw the insides of people's eyes. That's fine. I still kind of do that sometimes. I do like a void white eye. That's a bit too Christmassy of a red and green, but it's not horrible. Didn't even finish. Oh no, I don't think I was trying to finish. I think I was doing test. But those are some collarbones. Wow, these breasts, man. Yeah, okay, I love that. Hatching didn't even help. I liked the idea that I hadn't had this hatched at one point. Ooh, you could see the super... I'm getting so distracted. You could see how, like, shy I was about my lines. I know chicken scratch is good for some people, but it is encouraged when you're learning to draw and you're pursuing art to kind of... This is mine, not yours, Iris. It is kind of encouraged to work on having confidence in your lines and not hatching like this. Pursuing being more confident in yourself. Being confident in your capabilities. Iris, you're not helping. That's a nose. Not a bad nose. Oh, Iris. Whoa. Okay. The shoulder to head ratio is not horrible. The collarbones are a bit low. Iris is really being a menace, but not bad. Eyes are a bit small for the face. The nose and mouth are relatively well proportioned. Not great, but you know, it could be a lot worse. I've done a lot worse in the sketchbook. It is showing an improvement. This is not showing an improvement. I still need to stop with this pose. I need to not do that. Wow. Wow. My hatching was so strong in areas it shouldn't have been. That's a big issue. Like, the shadows are more like raccoon eyeliner. That's a big issue. We're not even halfway through. Well, I should speed this up. I was stupid proud of this. Like, so impressed with myself. One of my better profiles too, for sure. Eyebrow should not be encroaching quite like that for a side profile, but you know, it's not bad. This also isn't a bad side profile. The hair is a bit stiff. I'm not sure what this is. Dark is too dark for me. That's probably talking about that. I have no idea what this was supposed to be. That's some really thick eyeliner. Color practice because I hated the line art. You know what? Fair. Fair that you hated the line art past me. Now here's a little pencil sketch. I was always better in colored pencils back then than... You're not helping, Iris. I was always a bit better in colored pencil back then. Not coloring in colored pencil, but like sketching in colored pencil. I don't actually know how strong that... We're not... I don't know if this is his hand, her hand, or someone else's hand. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you, and I don't even think I knew whose hand it was supposed to be back then. I love that I signed my work. That's not a bad site profile. And the neck's not too thick. That's actually kind of okay. The background's questionable. You know what? Books are hard. Books are hard. Not a complete sketch. I tell you it was supposed to be a self-portrait, but I don't think I ever had glasses that looked like that. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. It might have been intended as a self-portrait. This was not. Head's way too small. Shoulders way too broad. Yeah, that's fair. Actually, I think the head is just too small I think the head is just way too small in comparison to the neck. It's a very thick neck for a small head. You know, not horrible. It was an effort. Please, William, stop fighting with people. I can feel it in your energy. I can see your intent to fight people. That's curving to be apart. This thing is screaming. And, William, stop it. This thing is screaming to participate in this party. I'm really bad at using up space, too. My modern sketchbooks, if you saw my first sketchbook tour on the channel, which came out like maybe a month ago now? Probably a month ago when this came out. This comes out. Wow. I'm tired. Oh, hi. That's Jekyll's tail. Probably a month ago when my first sketchbook tour came out, you'll see that I very much am better at using all of my space. I don't know who this is supposed to be. I really should put a trigger warning for self-harm, because I apparently am giving everyone scars. Not a horrible, body shape. Not great either, though. Let me get you guys closer. The actual body shape is not bad. This one's worse. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Well, that hand's not the worst hand I've ever drawn. I think I actually draw worse hands later in my art. But you can see I'm definitely doing the hands behind the back type thing. I do actually practice hands in several of these sketchbooks. I just don't actually practice attaching them to a person for a long time. A lot of vacant space again. I was so proud of this when I made it. Oh, I remember. Wait. Yeah, this sketchbook. We're going to talk about this in a minute. I just did so much broom practice. I was stupidly proud of this when I did it. I was so proud. Wow, the nostalgia just hit so hard. I was proud of this bird. You know what? Still kind of proud of that bird. I'm really bad at drawing birds. But, not horrible. I don't like this. Okay, but I was waiting for my mom to pick me up after my college chemistry exam, because I took community college in high school. I was taking college chemistry, and I was drawing this on the steps outside of my chem classroom after the exam, my final, or my midterm, sorry. Just waiting to be picked up. Wow. And my teacher complimented it, and I was like, I wanted to die. I was so happy. Good, positive dying. Flipping, I don't know, I taped that down pretty good. I always do this. Wow, what the fuck is that? I'm sorry. I try not to cuss on my channel because I'm a respectable adult. I'm not. But what the fuck is this? I got distracted. William, now's not the time. Sorry, my girls needed to, my girl and my brother's cat needed to duke it out for a minute. But what the fuck is this? Wow. Whoa. That was not great. Don't love that. Thumbnails are a huge thing for me. Always doing loads of thumbnails. I got up to go grab my caffeine and forgot kind of what I was talking about. But, so, Thumbnails. I am a huge thumbnail person. I don't know what this is, but I love the sketching my sketchbook thing. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, man? Just sitting on a power line with some burbs? Bro, what are you doing? Hi, Jekyll. Yeah, hi. My son is sitting with us now. Yeah, mostly thumbnails. I don't know what. This thing is from hell. But you know what? Anatomy practice is hard and you gotta start somewhere. So, you know, I'm not... Ooh. Hey, this isn't that bad. This is not... You know what? Did I watch Tokyo Ghoul when I was 16? I might have watched Tokyo Ghoul when I was 16. Because that would explain this thing. Oh, wow. The thumb is broken. The rest of the hand is okay. Are those supposed to be hands? Oh, those are hands. Okay, wait. You see that? Those are fingers. This is a hand, and that's a nose. I wish I could draw my feelings well. Nope, better. What? I was probably stressed. Let me see if I can't sleep. Yeah, I was probably pretty stressed. Probably had more chem exams coming up. I was taking college chemistry and sign language at that time. So I was doing them at the same time. And, you know, American Sign Language was a foreign language, so I was having kind of an uptake in my health issues at the time. I wanted to find a date so I could estimate if I was in exam at this time, but I'm not seeing one. I'm getting more practice in of legs and proportions of legs, which is good. These two are probably the best proportionately on the page, which is good. I'm glad I liked this one. Not sure I'm glad that I liked it enough to try and turn it into a full sketch, but, you know, I still can't draw beds, so that's okay. I returned to this one, tried to draw it again. Not really sure what that foot's supposed to be. I drew too big for me to handle. Yeah, I used to get really anxious drawing big, and I'd get, like, overwhelmed. So as you can see, this is, like, the size of the palm of my hand. The size of my cat's head. His foot. You know, I have been wanting to execute this concept since before I was 16. And I have not found a way to do it where it doesn't look horrible. But I have been wanting to do a plant person, kind of, how do I put it? I wanted to do someone who's like a floral goddess, naiad type nymph thing. Flower hair, like flowers for hair. And I've tried it many, many times. And I have never actually executed it the way I've wanted to. Oh, hey, we're over halfway there. Nice. Eye practice. I do a lot of eye practice. I got my first pass because clearly had to activate them, you know. You have to like pump them until the paint comes out. This isn't horrible. It's very much catching the light. Oops, let me see. This one isn't horrible. The blending is bad for like actually going through those shadows, but you know, for the time is actually okay. I have to let my brother's dog out of her room, so I'll be right back. Thought I paused my video as I walked away. I'll have cut out me not being here, but thought I paused the video, so that's great. Yeah, it's like noon, and I'm the only one awake to let the animals out right now, so that says something about my family. More. Oh, it's just the bleed through this one. I was like, what am I covering and hiding from reality? Sorry. Yeah, don't draw without a reference, guys. Really, honestly, it's not gonna work out for you. But she's not bad. Her calves are kind of the right length. It's okay. I practice. Too dark. Yeah, it's not bad, but at the time I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do eyelashes, and the purple was just a touch too dark to be able to see the eyelashes. Like, I don't know if you could tell, but it's very faint, and I never really, yeah. This was a better dark purple, medium purple, for being able to see that, because I did this page first. I almost always do the right page and then the left page. So it was a better purple for being able to see her eyelashes. And, you know, I do think I like the deep purple with the red a bit more than the medium with the red, but not bad. I like this little guy. I still like this little guy. He's a buddy. I don't know if he's a he. Probably not. They're a pal. He has seen the worst of the world. The trauma in this little dude's eyes are high. Really should draw him again. But I don't know how to translate him into my style. Oh, I changed my pants. So yeah. They were too loose at the ankle. They were bothering me. Not the worst pen. I'm glad I kind of liked it then, because I don't like it now. Those are some hands. Wowza. Oh, wow. I'm glad past me liked it. Don't know what this was supposed to be. He's a pal. Kind of feel like he's flipping me off, but he's a pal. That's okay. I was reading Cinder. I only know that because I say it right there, otherwise I would have forgotten. Hat. Person. That's an ugly color green with that pink. Yeah. Ashley from the Wendigo game. Until Dawn. Ashley from Until Dawn. These girls are cute. I'm not sure I like this one. I like the hair. I don't think the eyes are looking great, but I kind of like these two. Ashley was not my favorite character in Until Dawn, by the way. Probably Sam. Oh, a lot of different like hair and profile practices. Yes, the necks are long. This person was probably punched. They look like their eyeballs swollen, but that's okay. It happens. Practicing face shapes, eye shapes. You know, I had a consistent style, but I didn't have a style, if that makes sense. I wasn't at a point in my art where I was like, this is my art style. So I definitely was experimenting a lot. I didn't like this art style. I don't know who I was inspired by, but I don't think I liked how sharp the hair was. I don't know what I didn't like at the time, but it wasn't for me. Not horrible. That's not how shirts work, but that's not horrible. I was so proud of these. I have a thing for just not drawing shirts on people. I'm too lazy. Wow. Yeah, I was so proud of this at the time. Not really sure about those shoes, but I was so proud of this at the time. And I was really proud of this one. Oh, wow. Yeah, I was so proud of these. People are here and holidays are being celebrated early this year, so I have to get prepping soon. So just really quickly, I do this one in a full illustration in my next sketchbook. So if you want to see sketchbook number 2, get a tour. There's that. Flower practices, profiles, No, I don't know how to draw Zero from The Nightmare Before Christmas. And sunflower, skin color test, sticky notes, more swatches of a hoo-hoo colors, sunflower. Oh, some pencil drawing in the back cover. And that was it for sketchbook number 1. So I'm pretty open to doing a sketchbook related tour video for my previous. I did a tour for sketchbook number 9 because that's the one I just finished. So I'm very open to doing like 2 through 8 every like 2-ish months, so that it's not something that's driving all the traffic to my channel. As much as I very much appreciated my sketchbook tour blowing up, I generally would like for the people who subscribe to me to be here for more than just sketchbook tours, because I do a lot of sketchbook sessions and digital art and stuff like that. So I would like to not have all of my content, or even a majority of my content for the next several months, be sketchbook related. So if you're interested in seeing a couple of these one every other month, and you want to see the rest of my sketchbooks, go over the rest of my art journey. I was still self-taught at this time, never having taken college art classes. So there's that. If you're interested in seeing that, how I was teaching myself, the ways that I was approaching art, the way my art has evolved, there's that. I can go through these and find ways to censor the more questionable material, and figuring out the artist I'm referencing, the album cover. This is an album cover. I cannot think of the band name right now. This one is an Aiden album cover and cost us $69. Yeah, the artist who originally did the album cover sucked ass. There's the Hands Like Houses album, but I'm not sure about all of them. So if you guys are interested in me going through these sketchbooks, figuring out what I was inspired by so that I can properly credit people, because the albums are actually good. I drew the covers because I liked the music at the time and stuff like that. So I have my worst ever marker sketch, I think, in this sketchbook. It's of that scene where Howl's laying in his bed. That's in here. If y'all want to see my greatest shame, let me know in the comments down below, because it exists in one of these 2 sketchbooks. I'm just saying. But yeah, this was my first sketchbook. Technically these 2 were my first big sketchbook. I don't know why, since I tend to draw bigger than this, I don't really consider these sketchbooks sketchbooks when I finish them. I kind of consider them practice books. But y'all want to see more of this, let me know, because I have a lot of drawings that look like this in here, and we can laugh at me for not ever drawing the other half of the face. The hiding hands behind back trend for early artists was me not drawing both sides of the face. I do this so much. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. I will go through, censor all of the explicit attempts at drawing genitals, and give you guys a nice tour, because honestly, y'all don't need to see me try and draw that. Back then, I was considering taking life drawing in high school at the college campus, so I think I was practicing so that I wouldn't embarrass myself when I took that class. I ended up taking it when I got to community college university. So hi Hyde, thank you. I've had a visit from most, half of the cats in this video. So if you guys want to see this, let me know. And if you want me to talk more about my art evolution from self-taught to here, really, to now, not here, from this to now. Let me know. I very much have a lot to say in terms of going from self-taught to college, what you can do to avoid having to go to college for art if you don't really intend to utilize your degree, but you wish to learn to draw and things like that. I have a lot of thoughts and opinions and experience on both ends. So I guess ultimately, I hope you enjoyed going through my first sketchbook with me. And like if you like, dislike if you dislike, comment any comments you have, subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, wherever you are. Bye-bye.